Okay. Well, that should be coming in there now. Okay. That should be working. I see input. That is not true. Are we back?
Audio input from the speaker. So it seems like the output, whatever audio output from your computer that you're routing to Streamlabs,
I
isn't
can hear you now.
correctly set up.
There we go.
Okay.
I think that's
Can you
it.
hear us? Can you hear us all now? We're just testing right now. How do I sound? Do I sound lovely and wonderful? Because I will not do this opening a third time.
Yeah, it sounds like we can hear it all now.
Okay. Hello. Me, Stream, DM, these people, Greek, Punchy, Odyssey, wonderful folks. What you heard, what got cut off, was me talking about how much more stable the sound is now that Reed's in charge. And that's not a lie. That's actually what got cut off. You Rebel Chief. Oh, I know who that is. One of my friends is here in the chat here for the first time saying hello. Rebel Chief, hi. Just so you know, the deal is we encourage people to talk during the stream. We're not always going to like have a back and forth, but most of us are reading the stream during the show, and we'd love to hear what you have to say and what your input is. We are a Greek Odyssey-inspired campaign. We have been playing for 27 sessions now as of Jin's Pillow. These heroes have been chosen by fate to fight the Titans and save the continent of Thylia. That is a very gross oversimplification of 6 months of story, but it's all you need to know here. These heroes have basically earned a day off, and genuinely, truly so. They have done some incredible shit for 6 months. Their day off has escalated into the Great Games, Olympic Games, and they spent last session qualifying for them, meeting for them, and now we are on the precipice of them. Last night, in the game, the players all had their different evenings, including Euphemian and Kiki sharing a kiss, which I believe is Kiki's first romantic interaction of this campaign. And if you knew how horny this campaign is, you would understand what a revelation that is. This group, I will let them introduce themselves and their character, and I want each of you to tell me something that your character is most looking forward to at the Great Games. I'm just going to go clockwise this time. Let's start with Allie.
I feel like it's always me. Let's see. Like even when you roll. Hi, I'm Allie.
As Connor would say, you're the chosen one. Please continue.
Oh yeah, that's how it is. I'm Allie. I'm playing Callista, a satyr bard / warlock multiclass, and she is the most excited to honestly just like watch her friends kick ass.
Mm-hmm. All right. You know what? We're gonna go with Reed now. Everything good that happens technically on the stream with the stream itself is Reed's. Everything bad is my legacy. Please continue, Reed.
Except for when things change automatically for no particular reason. But
That's true.
Regardless, my name is Reed. I'm playing Euphemian, who's a human wizard, and honestly, he's just looking forward to, soaking it all in. He's no athlete, but he's happy to, be there and be part of the moment and generally just hang out.
I'm just here to have a good time. I love that. That brings us clockwise. That brings us to Jin. Let us know about your character and the many, many, many things they are going to accomplish today.
Oh, hello. My character is Cryorin, an elf monk. He's actually probably excited just to friggin' run. Like, just to give her and give it with, like, against people who could probably run with him. Like, I'm really excited about that. So.
We're glad that you're here, Pantera. We are excited to have you. We have shenanigans in store.
And probably some sex.
You can always watch again later.
Probably. I don't. It's interesting. Like this group. You guys, if you're in the stream, you haven't seen it before, but this group, I know them because I played Curse of Strahd with a lot of them, a very vampire game, and it was very, very asexual because it was like we don't have time to be horny. There's a vampire on the loose, and then we finished that campaign, and honestly, the Dragon Lord, the vibe has been like we defeated the evil of Barovia. We have liberated a country. We have faced the devil and looked straight into his soul as we watched him sputter his final breaths. It's time to fuck. And now,
You know what? You're not wrong.
Yeah, and now that brings us awkwardly transitions into introducing Tammy and your character and what you're looking for.
I'm Tammy. I play Kiki, who goes by Kiana to all her friends and pretty much anybody except for Pythor, her recently discovered is her father god. And yeah, I'm a demigoddess and a barbarian Triton. And I think with the games here, Kiki is just looking to maybe relax and let off some steam. Take that how you will.
Wonderful. I love it. Euphemian, how will you take that? So let me see.
As far as I can.
That's true. What a wonderful group. This is the day of the great games that they begin. There's the opening ceremony, which we've covered some uncomfortable dark truths about the ceremony traditions here, but that they are all the gateway to the beginning of many events. Does anybody have anything they want to say, ask, or do before we get started? Frequently non-abodes. Okay, hello. Oh wait, I know who that is. Shenanigans. I was like, I know that name. Allie. Welcome.
I'll say anything.
Aside from Allie's incredible Vasily von Holtz deception, does anybody want to say anything or do anything before we get started?
So just to make sure, we all had a long rest, and we're basically waking up to the games. Today's the games. Okay.
You are waking up to the games. You guys all decided to go to sleep in the palace, I believe. I don't think there were any objections to that. Allie was part of a love fest with Laureus, the satyr, which was incredible. I put options on the table, and I don't know if people will take them, and then they do. You guys start the next day. Oh, we're beginning now. You guys start the next day the only way the Great Games could begin for the four of you. And since there are a few more people in here than before, I'm gonna recap some things a little bit as we go. But this session begins the only way that it could. It's today! Wake up! As you hear this voice, and it just Kyra, the bard, not the bard, the goddess of music and the muse that has been on following you guys in your adventures, just running through the room, and you see her like as each of you wakes up, you see her with like. She really forgets clothes sometimes, but like right now she is just wearing like the most elegant, showy dress that like it's really obvious. It's like blues and golds. It's her colors with like musical notes lying down diagonally and everything. And it's complete like as you see it, you have no doubt that like what you're seeing here is her outfit for like public appearances as a goddess representing the gods and goddesses and stuff like that. It is like glistening and beautiful, and her hair's all done up. Like she's probably been up for like half an hour, but she looks like she's been with an 8-hour makeup team, and she's just like, okay, everybody wake up, it's time, are you guys ready? Cray, are you ready? And she's like looking at Cray, and she looks and she like puts her hands on your shoulders, her shakes you a little bit, she goes,
Okay,
do you need more sleep or do you need coffee?
No,
what do you need?
I'll just stretch and do my stretches. Just, can I like lay in bed for a bit? Ugh.
Okay. Okay. And she reaches over. There's like I would say there's like an hourglass somewhere on the like on one of the desks, like just on the desk. And she like reaches over, and just like it flips over and starts timing. She goes, "You get a little bit more time. How's everyone doing?"
Great.
Good
Are we all
morning.
supposed to dress up?
I mean,
Hi.
if you want to, it's and she looks and she sort of like swishes around her dress, and she's like, "Well, it's we're making a showing today, so it just felt appropriate. But you do what makes you feel comfortable. You four are going to be, well, some of you are going to be in the thick of it, so you have to just be comfortable."
Aren't you gonna be part of the relay?
She goes, "Oh yeah, but that's going to be fun. That's fine."
I'm gonna just walk away while everyone's talking and start going through my things, and I'm gonna see if I can find. I think I have like costume clothing, and I'm just gonna assume that that's my like formal wear,
Mm-hmm.
and just
Sure.
start getting ready. Like, I'm done. I'm just prepping now. I did not have the head start she did, so
Yeah.
we'll talk.
I think and so Euphemia, Kiki, what do you guys want to do?
Oh yeah, is there anything compromising about the way you wake up?
We had like basically what we had before was like a bed big enough for the 5 of you, but like I don't think any of you were. I don't think it was ever all 5 of you at the same time. The bed's big enough for the 5 of you, but it's there, and then also there's like there's like couches that are big. Like this is like the guest suite at the biggest palace on the continent. So like this is a fucking huge deal. So like you guys can have like couches and like chairs that are comfortable enough to sleep in, and also like the big bed. So however you want to say you fell asleep is on the table. We also have a table.
I can see it being
that.
just Kiki and Euphemian sort of fell asleep on the couch together.
Mm-hmm.
Like passed out drunk.
Okay. I'm gonna say that if you did that, that Kyra would be like waking up all of you like the normal way, but like whenever Callista goes over to like do her makeup and stuff like that, Kyra would just like run over in front of the couch and just like stop there and just like, Callie. Callie.
What is happening?
I don't know. I think it. Oh my god! I never shipped them until now. Okay, everybody get ready. I guess everybody have things to do. And she just like pulls out a quill and a parchment. And she just walks away.
What?
Is it time for me to get up yet? Everybody's saying it's so loud. Did the alarm go off? Is there an alarm?
I'm gonna say when the hourglass sands like the last grain hits the bottom, you just hear like this rooster just completely like the full cockadoodle like screaming coming from the
Oh my
from
god.
the hourglass.
How do farmers do this? Do I see Euphemian and Kiki together?
If you want to, it's a matter of whether they got up before.
Well, I guess that cockadoodle-doo will have risen us, so I'm gonna kind of I guess I'm kind of like leaned all like a little bit all over and maybe a leg intertwined with Euphemia, and I'm just gonna kind of unknot myself and just sit up and just kind of take stock. Like,
That's fantastic.
that's today,
wow.
right?
What have you two been up to?
And remember,
I
Craven.
know, but I'm not gonna say shit. What have you two been up to?
Sleeping, the same thing as everybody else here. Jeez.
Hey Cal, is it time for you and me to somehow entwine legs or something, or?
Let's do it, and I jump on him.
Oh God.
Okay, I didn't mean now, but okay.
Okay, and I'll just get off and go back to doing my makeup. Be like,
Oh my
Hit
god.
me up, though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stretch, and I just start doing my leg bends and my side stretches, and
And,
yeah.
you know,
This
I
is
see
great.
it
I'm a
as
great cuddler.
Euphemian isn't even done with. He's not even at the hangover point. He's still drunk from the night before.
Fantastic.
So he just
You
wakes
are
up
ready for the
bleary-eyed.
games.
I'm assuming there's a table that has like a jug with water to drink and glasses and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Kiki's
Yeah, there'd be
just
that.
I was gonna say Kiki's just gonna go up to get the water jug, and I'm just gonna like chug it, and then I'll be fine.
Like the
That's
whole
fantastic.
jug?
I'm not even
Just the
bothering
whole
with the
jug.
glass.
Oh, you're doing a
Kyra-
glass. Okay.
No glass. I'm taking the jug.
Yeah.
I love it. Kyra, would Valis still be here? Is she still here? Do you know?
I mean, my sister's just spends a lot of time planning. I don't know. It depends on whether whether her plans took her to the Coliseum or whether they're here. I don't know where they take her. I don't like being a part of that stuff. What's up? Do you need me to deliver a message? I can find her.
Maybe. Hang on a second. Let me try something. And I'm going to cast message into the hallway and hope that maybe it can wind its way through 120 feet to find Valis.
Let me see how message works. You have to point towards them.
Okay, well then I will point toward the throne room, and then I will turn and point in the opposite direction down the hallway and hope that maybe she's there.
Okay.
And I'm just going to repeat myself twice, and I'm going to say, Valis, are you around? You can just let me know, because I need to talk to you before the games start.
Okay, now, normally message has to, you have to know for a fact where they are, is what it says on the spell. Like, you have to know where they
never
are.
mind that.
But I'm willing to let you do this, because I have ideas.
Okay.
If you want to do
If
this,
I don't
you
hear
do
her,
this.
I'll just send Kyra, but...
you get a message back from Valis that just simply says, well, I have to imagine it's extremely important since you didn't even have time to come speak to me face to face.
Where would she be if she was here, Kyra?
Well, for your message to have worked, it would be the throne
She
room.
would
Like,
have to
because,
get the throne room. Okay.
yeah,
I'm straight there. Heading there. Not even saying anything.
Okay.
Straight there.
okay. So you go and you run off. Does anybody want to do anything before I cut to what Callie's doing?
Well, do we hear her do the message, or is it like in her head?
It's only in her head.
No, I have to whisper it, so you would hear me.
So you'd whisper, and all of a
It's
sudden
not
you're like,
fancy
gone.
like sending.
Oh, okay. So she whispers that you're gonna go see someone. Okay, bye.
This is that duct tape generic non-name brand sending. But yeah.
Like
So
the
you,
tin cans and the rope.
Mhm.
Okay.
So you head off. Is there anything anybody else wants to do before I cut to that?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So you come in, and Valis is in her throne room, but she's like there are makeup artists and tailors and stuff that are just absolutely doing the works on her. Just absolutely making her hair beautiful and absolutely making her hair beautiful, like touching up her outfit, touching up her eyebrows and everything. And she's just sitting there with her eyes closed as you walk in. And she just says, oh, I'm glad you found time.
Oh, it wasn't a time issue. I just thought maybe you wouldn't be here. Anyway, I just wanted to ask you a question. or rather, make a suggestion. I know you're planning the game, so I don't want to step on any toes here, but I was thinking maybe it would be fun if I brought the harp and I could play before the games every day to make sure that the weather is nice and sunny and bright and lift some spirits.
What else do you want to do with it? I want you to roll an insight check real fast, by the way.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, let's see what we got here. What do my stats look like? I don't remember anymore, you guys. Insight. Where is my... Jesus Louise. Okay, so 9.
9. Okay, yeah, there's some subtext here, but I can't give it to you. She's like immediately ask you like what else you're planning to do with this as she's looking around. As she's sitting, she's not even looking. She's not moving that much because people are working on her face and everything. But yeah.
Okay, so I am also going to sponsor someone, and I was just thinking that maybe I could use it to help with that a little bit too. But like, also to help the citizens of Mitros. It's 2 birds, 1 stone.
You only told me about one bird at first.
I did. That's true.
Can you give me a minute? She says to the makeup people, and she turns and they step away. And she turns and she looks at you and goes, "What was that just happened right now? You asked me if you could clear the weather.
Yes.
Even though you were planning to use that to help your friends. It's legal to use that to help your friends. What just happened right now?"
I just didn't think you'd care as much about the sponsoring part. I thought you would be more interested in how I would contribute to the actual game festivities part of it. So it didn't seem relevant.
They're both allowed.
Excellent. So how do you feel about it?
She looks at you for a moment and she thinks about it and she says, "I think that the citizens of Mitros would very much appreciate the pageantry involved in what you're doing. And I think that would be a gift to them."
Yay. Okay. And honestly, if you want me to not help Kiki with it or whatever, then that's fine too. I can pull back. She's perfectly talented on her own, as you know, but I just thought that, it would be maybe helpful and make a better show.
I have no preference. I'm primarily interested in your approach to this, which I find interesting, but there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. And I do think that people would appreciate what you bring. I think that the function of these games is the joy and morale of this city that has been through a great deal. And I think that knowing that the games are fair is part of the drive to enjoy them. But I think that my overall desire is to see the citizens of the city happy again. I think that you would accomplish that.
Can I roll another insight check on her to see if she's trying to
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you call
What do you
it?
ask? What?
I'm trying to see, so I can't remember the word for it, but I'm trying to see if she, reverse psychology. I'm trying to see if she's trying to like pressure me to feel bad about it and not do it.
All right,
Even
yeah, no problem.
She has no preference.
No problem, go with it.
Okay. Come through for me this time, Di. Are you kidding? 11.
11. Okay, let me roll something. Sometimes whenever people are trying to bridge a miscommunication, I have one person roll insight and one person roll persuasion. It's a little weird homebrew rule that I'm still working on, and it doesn't necessarily make sense. She looks at you, and you're a little confused. I'm going to say at that 11 insight, you're like a little thrown by what she's saying, but when she looks at you, she looks at you a little slightly, leans in just like an inch. Not like leans in, but it's like this. It goes like this. Like you see her body language just shift a little bit. And she looks at you and she just, and when she's saying this, and she's describing how it's good for the people of the city, and her whole demeanor shifts in a way where it's making it clear that she's almost letting you in on a secret. And the secret is that she cares more about this being good for people than it being like a fair, balanced contest. So no, she's being completely sincere. she's telling you like kind of like the modern version of like, what do you think of us two dating? Oh, I think that'd be great for your social media engagement. Like that's like her kind of response.
Okay.
But also, yeah, what she was saying before, this woman is literally god tier when it comes to seeing the subtext of people's actions and figuring out their motives and stuff like that. So when you came in and asked her for a direct ruling and also told her half of what you wanted to do with the harp, she's like, she wasn't like, it wasn't like you made a mistake, but she was trying to figure out whether you're keeping secrets from her and what that would mean. She's trying to get a read on you.
Got it.
But yeah, so that's her right now. And she just says, is there anything else you need right now?
Where should I bring it?
I think that people would, I think that any of the attendants here would help you put it on the, there's a platform next to where the most valued attendees are. Usually for speaking or for putting up banners. I think that we could have it there. They would enjoy being entertained by the harp that also provided their salvation.
Yay.
You may
Okay.
want to be a little bit more subtle and choose, because regardless of my feelings on it, people may have trouble distinguishing between the harp that saved all of Mitros and a completely fair gift that anybody could give somebody at the races.
I mean, but like, is anything completely fair? Like, not everyone can cast magic at all. Some people don't have sponsors, right?
Let me speak to you not as someone debating this issue with you, but as someone burdened with managing this great city. Callista, you make a valid point, and you are very wise, and I see. And she stops herself, and then she goes, but are you prepared to debate philosophy with every attendee and drunkard in that stadium?
Point.
You are braver than me and bolder than my husband.
Well, either way, thank you, and I'm just gonna, like, if no one's around, I'm just gonna hug her. Because I can. And then I'm gonna let go, and I'm just gonna be like, thank you so much, I really appreciate it, and I'll decide what I'm gonna do when it comes time for the jumping competition, but, you know, it's still really, really nice that you're letting me do this, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, bye, and then I'll leave.
After you leave, she sits back and she, after you leave,
You look
she
really
sits
pretty,
back.
by the way.
We'll have to start over. You guys,
Oh, God.
her sitting there in her mind just thinking, this is not a bad thing that she's hugging me. She deserves to get to hug her goddess. I get what she's doing. I have spent 3 hours in this chair. But you guys get back to the, you get back to the room with the others. And I don't think there's anything going on with them that I got. So you guys are a group again.
Yeah. Euphemian
Guys, I'm
almost
gonna play.
immediately fell back asleep.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, Cray is just like, now that he's up and actually doing exercises, he's up.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Kiki,
you know.
do you want help getting ready?
Sure, because I have no idea what I should be wearing. I don't know if I should be wearing my dress, my battle armor, little boy shorts I got here. I don't know.
I mean, if you're asking me as a friend, probably the dress. Unless you can't fight in the dress. If you can't fight in the dress, wear the shorts. If you're asking me as a spectator, wear the shorts.
Kyra's just watching this, so happy. This is her favorite exchange. Please go on.
Yeah, I'll go with the shorts.
Okay, I'll post up behind you and start braiding your hair. Like, I know
cool.
that you know how to do it, but like, just, I'm gonna make it a little bit more ornate. I'm gonna like tuck a little bit of sparklies in it, just because it's a big day.
I'm gonna totally enjoy this, but I don't want it to show too much.
Krarin, who has sort of fallen into the role of noticing a lot. Krarin, you would look over and you would see Kyra just watching this exchange and the braiding, which is like this completely warm, sincere smile at the two of them.
That's cute.
That's real cute.
Hey Fatima, hello, welcome. Glad to have you aboard. I have my ears now. Kyra gets up after a point after you guys are doing this, and she goes, okay, so elephant in the room. It's a phrase from there's this place with Loxodons. I'll explain later. There's going to be the fight at the opening ceremony. And you see like she's bracing herself when she says it. And again, the Titans are allowed to have influence over traditions and cities, even though for complicated political reasons. And they have said that the opening ceremony has to be every entrant in a battle royale, and you guys go until one person is dead, and then their body is offered to the Titans in the name to start the games. And she's like, okay, I don't think that anybody's going to go after the two of you. She looks at Kiki and Krarin, and she goes, I don't think that anybody's going to go after the two of you, but they're technically allowed to. Is that something that we're worried about? And also, if you could really...
Fights?
What's that?
Can I rest in between fights and events?
Oh, she goes, oh, there's one event a day, but there's a couple hours between. There's like a couple hours between the opening ceremonies and the running.
Then I'm okay.
Well,
Nice.
is
Please don't die.
this a final death? Or is someone gonna bring the person back?
I guess that depends on who they know. She goes,
'Cause I mean,
probably,
I like fighting, but I don't want to fight if someone's gonna kill me.
and she goes, probably not Spyra, because she's been going through a really hard time, and I don't think that she has many sponsors, because I don't think that anybody believes in her. Maybe Pancras, because he's really nice, and I think that it would be a bad showing, so like he might come back, maybe somebody will want to sponsor him to be the hero that brings him back, and she goes, there's, what was it? She goes, there's Hatria. I don't think she's gonna die. She's talking about the Amazon you guys met the other day, and she's like, and she goes, there's Falana. Oh, I don't think that she would die. And she's honestly, she's running, and you actually goes on, she's listing all of the major athletes you guys have met, and she's just going through, like, politically, would they have a sponsor? Financially, would they have a sponsor? And then sometimes she'll throw in whether it be narratively satisfying to see that person die.
Wouldn't Sidon be mad though? Like if you offered someone as like an offering and then you kind of like took it back by like reviving them?
You know what'll really piss him off? If you don't do anything at all.
What does that mean? Like don't fight?
What does that mean?
I have plans myself, but that depends if I die or not.
Krarin, I
theory
swear
has
to God,
been trying to
I
come after
cannot
me,
bring you back.
Huh?
I can't do it. I want to, but I can't. Don't die, okay?
Kelly. He has a big reveal that he wants to open the games with. We have to respect that.
Sorry.
Unless I die, of course, and then it won't matter.
Oh.
I mean, I love you, Cal. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm just saying that so she won't get mad at me, guys. I don't have friends.
Kyra's belief. She's so hung up on the fact that you want to open the ceremony by doing something surprising in front of hundreds of people that it has stopped occurring. She has forgotten that the conversation's about whether you die. First of all, she has a lot of faith in you in the first place, and then second of all, reveal. So like, you can't die. You have a reveal to do.
I'm glad that somebody has faith in me, because no offense, but the player has no faith in Krarin. I'm just saying.
Krarin is gonna get spiked into the concrete.
Oh my god, so fast. By, what was that one name? By Ballbug.
Ballbug.
Bullbug, yeah.
Or even Melopony.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Melopnia, right?
whatever,
Was it-
whatever
yeah.
that one
Melpomene.
character
Your
is.
nemesis.
Melpomene, yeah.
Yeah, the nemesis.
Yeah.
We all know how
Um,
that ends.
And Reed, you have to
With lots of sex?
you'll have to remind me what game. Can you message me what game she's in real fast?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
for some reason that did not hit my notes, and I don't know why.
Okay.
So she goes. So you guys are ready for that, right?
Sure. Kiki and I will have each other's back. You know, there was this old lore that I knew, and it's an old story. It's probably a fable. It was called, I'm sure it was called Hunger Games, something like that. And they did something really interesting. And I know what,
Let's try
Kiki
the
and
birds.
Kiki and I can figure something out. Maybe. We'll see.
I don't know this story.
It's okay, Kiki. It's fine.
It's a really long, weird story, but the short version is I need to run to the gardens and see if there's a berry bush there. I'll be back. I have to go
With
do
lots
that
of
in a
good
minute.
berries. Lots of good berries. That's what you need. Oh,
We are a
God.
half hour into the session, and it is just the wake-up conversation. I love our
We're never gonna get
know what
through
the
these
pacing of this
games.
is going to be. But yeah, you guys are ready. You guys can go down whenever you want to the Coliseum by the volcano. But that's up to you guys. Like I'm good with this, but it's genuinely up to you guys.
I'm assuming that Euphemian is just being left in the room.
By the way, you guys can all take your long rest because I see some of you have damage on your hit gauges and stuff. What was I gonna say? So, Kyra basically tells you, she's okay. So, are we good? Are we going? Are we going? Going? She points at all of you.
Sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
She throws open the door and just says, she just throws open the door and just goes, "All right, come on. You're gonna have such a good day." Leads you down. First thing you notice is as you pass by the courtyard, Icarus isn't there, and there are twice as many attendants that are just standing there in a circle guarding his gold pile. As you guys head out, you guys make your way all the way down. Let me see. You guys make your way down to the Coliseum. Very different than it was last time, because this time there is a lot of there's like a lot of stands for like food and sort of souvenir stuff, but there's not like areas for trying out or anything like that. There's not areas for like trying out. There's not areas for any sort of setup, registration, or anything. It is all just people like laughing and talking, and you can almost tell where the athletes are because word travels so fast that there'll just be like crowds of people, and even if you don't see somebody around, you know what that's about. And as you guys are coming in, people just lose their shit. And I know that like in this campaign, there's like a rating of fame on a level 1 to 20. And you guys are at level 5, so like you guys are known and you're heroes. But like where you are right now is like you guys are heroes. You guys are with the goddess of music as her like she's part of your entourage and treating you guys like equals. 2 of you are athletes and being recognized as athletes. The other 2 are part of the hero group that just saved the city a few days ago. Like, this is some fucking, like, people are losing their shit that you guys are coming in here right now. And you just hear them cheering and calling to you. And, like, people are, like, starting to crowd around to the point where you guys are having trouble getting to the arena for a minute as they're, like, coming around you and everything. And there's like, Kiki, is it you? Kiki, let me, can I feel one of your biceps? And, like, one of them was like, Euphemian, I heard you speak at the thing. Okay, I can't speak like you. And then like all these people like calling out like all of these different like things, like all of them trying to talk to you and just shout at you at this point.
Is trying his best to get like in the middle, away from everybody, because this is too much. He's like trying to get He's trying to be like, I don't know how you can be the middle of like 4 people, like 5 people.
You're trying
He'll
to like minimize yourself. Roll
Yeah.
roll a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh.
There's a cohort of people looking for you specifically. You got to roll with disadvantage.
I was like, oh. Disadvantage, eh?
You're still gonna nail it. You're ridiculous at these things.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you got
Let's see.
You got a 12. Yeah, basically, I don't think like you hid so astoundingly well that like you're invisible. I think that you kind of like minimize yourself and like pivot away from like where everyone's looking, so that like everybody's paying attention to people like besides you as they're talking, and someone's like, and you hear someone like, "Oh my gosh, it's Callista! Oh, she's even more beautiful in person." Someone's just like looking at someone's and you say someone else in the back. You hear someone in the distance go, "I saw the harp. Did you see the harp? I saw the harp." Because it's been here for a while because of the attendance and everything. So like, but you guys are there, and Kyra just like circles back to you guys, and she's like, you guys like, "Is this good? Is this good or bad? Do you guys, what's going on?" Like as everyone's crowded around.
I'm going to lean over to Callista.
Mm-hmm.
I don't suppose you know how to cast silence, do you?
I don't think so, but let me see. Nope.
I try to go to Kyra and be like, you look great, Kyra. Just relax. You're cool.
Thank you.
I will reach up and put my hands on Euphemian's ears.
That's cute. Oh my god, so cute.
And Kyra goes, okay, I need everybody to leave me, to let me get to the arena, okay? Just everybody, they all took it, and they're like talking over her and like crowding you guys, and she goes, okay, I need everybody, and she weaves together this pink and silver mist, and she throws up, to stop blocking my path. And she throws this out, and you see everybody sort of like without even realizing they're doing it, just like step to the side. So they're still clamoring over you guys, but they're like sort of on the side, staying at the sides, watching you guys. And she looks at you guys and goes, "Yeah." And she looks at you guys. Okay, this only works for me, so we gotta go. And she walks through. Yeah, she legit has pulled out this magic she has to make people not want to interrupt or interfere with her specifically, like kind of a give me space thing. And she's like, it doesn't extend to you. We have to go. And she's like walks to the arena. Are you guys just coming with her?
Oh hell yes.
Yep.
She goes, okay, sorry about that. I just really thought I could pull it out at a different time, but we got to get to the show. You guys get in there. Yeah. As soon as you get in, attendants swarm to each of you because Euphemia, are you a sponsor for them at any point?
We've spoken
just
about me just casting Longstrider.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to know if your name's on any registration forms.
Yeah.
Okay. The second you guys get in there, like the second you set foot on the actual property, there are like 10 attendants wanting to take you guys away to the proper spots. Is that fine? Because basically, if you guys agree to this, I'm going to fast forward to whenever you guys are prepped for the ceremonies.
Yep.
Okay. So they find you, and Kyra goes, "All right, good luck. Don't get killed. Make it look good. It's all showmanship, so just make it look good, and also don't die. That one's important too." You guys, let me turn down this music.
I'll bring my little attendant. Don't suppose you could find me some willow bark?
Willow bark, yeah. Yes. What? No, not my place to question. Yes, I can get that for you. Just very reverently, just flourishes, runs away. I don't know what you want from willow bark for. So if there's shenanigans in mind, can you message me so I can plan for them?
No, it's just a painkiller.
Oh, painkiller.
How's that headache coming along? Is it on real bad now?
Sorry, I didn't understand that willow bark is a headache killer. Okay, if you tell him, in that case, you ask him for willow bark, and he just goes, "Oh yeah," and he just like pulls it like his pocket, and just pulls out like this like canister, like this jar of it, and like it's really obvious that every attendant has a jar of this shit on them. And he goes, "We're allowed to give one per person."
Okay.
Per day.
I will take it and try to clear off and head off the headache.
All right.
I would like to ask my attendant. So wait, can I or can I not sponsor someone during the opening combat?
He goes, she would go, I think it's frowned upon, but it's not technically illegal. If I can make a suggestion, and you can see her anxiety talking to you. And she's just like, Miss, I would think about the impression that you'd be sending off. I'm speaking out of line. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're totally fine. And I just want to like tuck some hair behind her ear and like kiss her on the cheek and then just like walk wherever she was leading me.
She just like leads you there. Yeah. What she said completely applies. Not illegal, but think about the politics of how that would appear.
Does everybody have an attendant? Like, does everybody have one person?
Every one of you has at least 2 attendants.
Oh.
You have at
okay.
least one person that's completely dedicated to just you, and like their job is to fucking follow you specifically around. And then there would be a couple other attendants that would be coming and going to check on everybody or general things. Like one person's following Freyarin everywhere, and then other people come up and make sure that you have food and water, and someone else come and make sure that you have your, that you're ready for the ceremony and stuff. So you have one person and then a bunch of other people, if that makes sense.
Are the 4 of us still together as a group though? Or
I think you guys would have been separated, because you guys would be separated just like by how the sort of locker room area, I know that's not the phrase back in Thylia, but like the equivalent of the locker room area would be set up, and what spaces are reserved for each of the athletes and stuff. So you guys, through no intentional deliberate actions, have been split up pretty far and isolated from each other.
Okay. I just want to thank you.
I
just fist bumped my dude.
Yes. And you look at him like, did I do it right? Like, did I fist bump you right?
Yeah, I just nod.
Okay. He just stands up. He just puts his chest out, stands up a little bit more confidently.
Is he like way taller than I am?
No. He's like an inch shorter than you.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. This guy is just sitting here like, okay, the person in all of the continent most famous for their punches right now just fist bumped me. I'm doing a great job.
All right. Cool. I didn't think of it that way, but okay, cool.
It's the Kill Bill thing whenever they said that monk gave them the slightest of nods. If you remember that, that's just where he is right now. I was like, I got a fist bump.
Awesome. Okay, great. Thanks.
You guys hear, after some chatter, everything sort of dies down because you hear Valis, after it dies down for a minute, like as you're all getting ready, I think there might be like places, if you leave like your sort of preparation stations, you can peek out like windows and stuff to see, or doors. And if you did, you would see Valis holding out her hand, and she just held out her hand like this, like greeting everybody, and the whole fucking stadium just went silent. Like if Valis is signaling to the whole kingdom, like she says, and you don't see King Acostus there at all. You see Versi, you see what's his name? Achaemenes, the scholar that spoke to Euphemion and Callista before. You see a bunch of very distinguished people in like this one like VIP area, and she speaks. As she speaks, you hear her voice amplified through magical means enough to carry through the whole stadium without her shouting. And she just says, and she introduces things. It would be a longer speech. To do it justice would be a longer speech than I can put here. But she would basically just tell them all, people of Mitros, travelers from Thylia, we have suffered for many weeks and years, both from the incredible and the mundane. And we take time now to celebrate not just the victories on individual days, but the triumphs that we have every day by being who we are as a people. The things that we have accomplished, the inventions that we've made, the society that we have built. I will not shy away from the truth that these games were brought by the heroes of Thylia, and you hear a bunch of cheering, and she holds up her hand and they quiet again, and she goes, who you will hear from and see in the games, as I'm sure you want. And you hear, I love you, Kiki! And you just, and she's, yes. But this is also for you and for the best of this continent. There is no one in these games that is not of you and not in your honor. So we celebrate each of us now. And if you remember that dark days may have been here recently, but there are many bright days and triumphs in the future. You see her pause for a moment, as if she's like prepping herself for what she's about to say. And now a few words from my husband, and you hear this, and you hear like a bunch of shouting and everything, and you see, and you like look up, and you see like up in the sky, like people shouting, and just on as Allie's face is already figured out, on Icarus flying in, just like this complete like hero's entrance of a thing. And you hear shouting and everything, and you see like gleaming as you realize that all of these gold coins are just falling from the sky as Icarus loops down and everything, and all this cheering, and Valis is watching. I think Freyarid and Callista, with your high insight checks, even you guys can, like, she looks very dignified and very like, I'm acknowledging my husband and his entrance, but like those of you, Callie and Cray, if you guys are looking, you could see her body language of like the shit I put up with. But he lands to everyone's cheer, and he stands out. And he says as well, he's shouting, no magic, he's shouting, and he says, my beautiful, wise leader of a queen, Valis, has said all there is to say about the heroes that we have summoned here that have saved each of us. We are grateful to them, and I will belabor this point no longer. You all deserve to see some games, and they all cheer. And he goes, you all deserve to see greatness, and I will not sit on pomp and circumstance to deny you what you came here for. And so Icarus, and you hear Icarus just sort of preen, and he goes, and I will watch over with joy and see what happens next to the many, many heroes of Thylia. For these four may have been chosen by the Oracle, but there are many great people here that we should never forget and that we should honor just as well. So let's see what they do today. If anyone wants to roll an insight check on that. But anyway, feel free to put it in the chat. Feel free to type it in the chat in a second as he turns and is walks over, sort of as people are cheering, like throwing their own coins or like throwing like flowers and stuff on there as he walks over back to his seat, and Icarus flies up and lands on like the tall like viewing booth behind them, and like crouches down and like watches sort of the games with interest from the viewing booth. Craven got a 12 or an 8 insight. Callista got a 25 insight. Yeah. I don't know. I just want to say what was put there. Yeah. Acostas' speech, very built from the ground up to be like, yes, these heroes that are answer to us that I brought here are very good. They're almost as good as all of the other athletes that are here. And let's remember that they are incredible people that were chosen by the Oracle. But outside of the fact that the Oracle picked them, they're on even footing with everybody else here. Please remember that. Okay, bye. Like very much the subtext of what he's saying as he comes up here. Just nagging on a grand scale. One second. Valis says, and now time for the ceremony, the opening ceremony. And she goes, attendants, if you would tell each of the athletes and champions that their time is, and you hear Acosta go, now, hold on, my queen, if I may. And she looks at him, and she can't, as vague as it is, she genuinely can't completely hide her surprise of, oh, I just got cut off. That does not happen. Ever. I think I got cut off 234 years ago. I remember the day. Like you can see in her body language. And he goes, I would be denying these people, and he's saying it like with total like WWE showmanship, because I would be denying these people the chance to see the heroes of the Oracle in action if I did not give them the platform to show off their might. Now, I understand 2 of them are here today to be athletes. Why not all 4 of them? They make their choices and I respect them. But 2 of them, Kiana and Kraerin, I would bring them out. And in a moment, the attendants call for Kraerin and Kiki. Do you guys both go out?
Oh no.
Well, I mean,
Huh. Ah, come
I
on,
guess.
we've done this before.
fine.
Ah,
But I'm looking for our friends the moment we can.
I think pretty soon as this is happening, I think that Euphemian and Callista, once Valis started talking about bringing people out, they tend to be like, that's your cue. Like very like, stage production, like go, go, go. And they're guiding you to the VIP booths to watch from there. So you guys would be going out there this time. As you 2 are coming down stage, and the 2 of them are Callista and Euphemian go on stage. And Acostus just goes, now, I've heard tell from Valis's dear, wonderful sister, which one of you would win in a fight? Don't worry about that. But I want the people of Thylia that have all traveled here to truly see your might. So I have consulted with the various champions here, and we've agreed that there is only one thing for it. Which of you 2 would like to prove your might in front of all of the people of Mitros and Thylia? Which of you would it be? And you see people chatting, you see people going, Kraerin, you got this! And you're like, Kiki, crush them! I don't know what he's talking about, fucking crush this! It's like Kraerin's, and someone's like, Kraerin, you're not gonna fall a 7th time! 6th time, really? And like all this stuff. But yeah, you guys are in the middle of the arena. There's no one else in the arena.
oh my god.
I'm gonna put my hands on my hips and says, okay, what are you talking about?
And he goes, I want you to fight the best champion that's come here besides the 2 of you. Bring out our champion! And the gate opens, and you hear this thundering, breaking sound as this pot-bellied, massive minotaur steps out with this great axe. Bullbug that you saw before. And he comes out, he's got this axe, and he looks at you, goes, he steps out, gives you like sort of this look of sympathy. And he looks at the 2 of you and goes, I am sorry, but we all knew what we signed up for, even if I didn't know it would play out this way. You 2 are very kind, but I'll be honest with you. If I can be honest. And he's saying this like, he's not doing this in a showy voice. Like, he's talking to you guys in a way that the voice won't carry. Like, I don't even know if Callista and Euphemian would hear this without magic. But he goes, if I can be honest with you, most of the time, there's a lot of pressure for different peoples in different areas to bring champions to this Coliseum as a show of unity. And that includes members from the Minotaur communities and tribes. And most of the time, the other champions gang up on them. This is usually a formality.
Hey, listen, can you just both go after me? I pretend to die, we're done.
I think he said that one of you has to fight me. So
Well, that's
I
not
don't take joy in
fair.
it.
I say you both. You know what? They can go screw themselves. You can go both after me. I'll pretend to die. 7's the charm, and then we're good.
What was your name again? Kraerin?
Just call me Cray. I'm
Cray.
nuts for a reason sometimes.
Okay. I think that the wise and mighty king wants to send one of you off the battlefield.
I can walk right now. Easy.
He turns and looks at Kiki like, he's looking at Kiki like respectfully and also sympathetically. Like, I don't even need you to make a real insight check. He's looking at you like, do you approve of what Kraerin's saying? And like, do you understand that means I might kill you in the next 60 seconds.
No, I mean to say that I'll just leave.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the King Acostus wants one of you to leave so that the other one stays and fights Bullbug to the death.
Oh, well, geez. Kiki, let's just go. This is bullshit.
Well, that's not it at all. And honestly, we'll talk later about that term.
Oh, yeah, funny. You know what? Why don't we just all leave? He can go and like literally suck our butts.
Ooh, I don't want him to do that.
I
No.
don't. Cray, if I may be so bold, I think you estimate correctly the sway that you have, but that accuracy doesn't apply to the sway that I have. I don't get to leave this room now.
You can. You always have a choice, no matter who the hell talks to you. I have a goddess that hates my ass, and I tell her every fucking day that I'm alive that she can suck my dick.
He puts the great axe on the ground, and you see him get very serious as he goes, Cray, what I was trying to tell you a minute ago was that I signed up for these games knowing that the odds were very low that I would not be killed the moment the game started. Because someone from the Minotaurs has to come to these games or everything gets worse.
What?
I don't get to leave this. Roll a history check.
Oh no. Jennifer's crying. Okay, history, you said. Oh,
With advantage,
man.
with advantage.
Oh, my history is absolute fucking garbage, but okay, let's.
It's advantage.
It's
Have faith.
I'm going to give this to you, but it's a matter of how much I spell it out. 18.
18.
Let me put it this way. Think about the murals you saw at the necropolis.
Yeah.
Think about how many Minotaurs you've seen in Mitros. Think about how the relations are in this continent. He's saying that the Minotaurs feel like they have to make a showing at these games, but play it out politically, actually visualize in your head if he walked away from King Acostus' orders right now. That's what he's saying. He's not saying he's trapped here. He's saying politically, on a very literal level, does not bring him joy. He would literally rather die here in this fight than be the Minotaur that walked away from King Acostus' orders.
Kiki, I'll take it. You go.
He could just look at you and you're dead.
Hey, listen, I got killed by a boar once. It doesn't matter if I get killed by something else again. Sorry, Balrog, or Bullbug.
It's okay. It's an atypical name.
Shit, Cray sucks at names just like Jennifer. Okay, you listen, Kiki, you go. If somebody's
No.
gonna go, I gotta go.
No. We need you.
We don't need Hold on.
May I be
We
fair?
don't need
Miss
Bullbug
Kiana?
to do this.
May I be fair, Miss Kiana? I do not know that Cray would fall to me. He is. I'm not good with words. I don't have a large vocabulary. The only thing that's coming to mind is feisty. Callista and Euphemia, you guys are welcome to take any kind of actions you want right now. This is not
message to Bulbug while they're talking.
Okay, and by the way, I want to say this is not like a locked-in, the players have no choice thing. This is just politically how locked up this is. You guys can play this however you want. That's fine. There's a bunch of options available. I'm just telling you what the political atmosphere is. So yeah, you can send a message to Bulbug.
How far away are we where we are? Just...
I don't have a distance in mind, but I'd probably say somewhere between 90 to 120 feet. But it's negotiable depending on what you got in mind. But I'll come back to that after Kelly. What's up?
So I will reach in my pocket, point at him, and I will say, look, none of us want this to happen. We all like you. There's got to be another way.
And he sort of says back under his breath, what was it? Kiki and Craven would see him mouthing words, so they figure out what's going on, even if he doesn't hear it. And he just says, I'm here because we ran out of other ways. I'm going to have fun and put on a show. I appreciate your consideration, Callista. I very, very much do.
We can't lose any. I'm gonna cast it again. We can't lose any more of us for this. It's not worth it.
I don't really know what to say to that, and I don't think that I've known what to say to much of this for a while. I'm not a very smart Minotaur. I just care about these people. I think you get that.
It's a noble cause.
And he turns it to you and goes, and you see him like say it like it's this obvious like false showmanship, and he goes, "So which of you two will fall below my axe?" And it's very clear that he's just completely slipping into like the WWE character that like the audience needs him to be right now.
Kiki?
I'm gonna pick up on that. I'm gonna push Cray away. I'm like, but I thought you wanted to have sex with me.
Cray has no idea what's going on. She's like, Kiki, what are you doing?
He smiles at you and he gives you like the smallest wink that like nobody else outside the arena would pick up. And he goes, "Oh, I like to fuck, but I also like to fight. And the chance to kill a demigoddess, now that's something. Who wants to see a demigoddess fall?" As he stands, and you hear like a bunch of people cheer and everything like that. What are you saying?
Can I pretend to be like Kiki, like grab her hand? I know she'll brush it off, but I like grab Kiki's hand and be like, "What are you doing? You have the healing potions. Let me go and do something. You can heal him."
Acostus just goes, "There is a lot of discussion here, which I can respect, because there's a lot happening, but surely you know which of you is stronger. Send out your champion. It's not complicated."
Yeah, you wait, old man. Kiki, you know it.
I want to say, by the way, this whole time...
Oh, he has no respect for the king at all. Like zero.
No, that's fine. I want to say the whole time, Kyra is just completely tears streaming down her face, arguing with Valis, who's just very... In her very refined, closed, like stone demeanor way, trying to be like the big sister and calming down, like, "It's okay, we're going to, like, sometime we're figuring things out. I didn't know this was going to happen." You see her like reassuring things to Kyra.
Can I start making my way toward the harp?
Yeah. You
So
guys can do whatever you want. Anybody can do what you want.
So Kiki, what are you doing while I'm grabbing you? What are you doing?
Pushing you away. I'll sign to the attendants. Take him away.
Oh, I'm gonna fight against them to try to get away. I probably won't be able to get away because they're probably like pretty strong.
Do you want to put up a fight when they're dragging you away? Like roll dice, put up a fight, or are you just like putting on a show of it?
Well, I think I'm gonna put on a show because I'm trying. I hope Kiki understands what I'm trying to do here. So I'll like put up a fight, but like not really. But at the same time, I'm just like I'm really worried for her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no. Oh,
the attendants are pulling
back.
They're just pulling. They're pulling you. The attendants like, "Yes, you asked me to do that. I'm doing that." As they pull you away. They're pulling you away right now.
If this wall was in the way, I'd be there. No.
Kiki, as they pull Kyra out of the arena, Kiki, you hear Kyra's voice just saying so softly that you can tell that like she's trying to be discreet even while she's standing next to the most perceptive person on the fucking continent. As she just says, "Do you want me to use any of my magic?"
Oh, sorry, this was who? Kyra? Okay.
Kyra's like slipping out, like, "Do you want me to use my magic?" And again, this is outside of sponsorship. Like, she's literally asking, like, "Do you want me to break the rules of the games to help you out here?"
I just don't want to die. I'm not going to necessarily answer her. That's just going to be like an offhand remark. And if I can, I want to take a step towards Billbug.
Bullbug.
Well, whatever it is.
I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the Discord chat so we can all see.
And I would like to start, if I can, I want to start going into my rage and start frothing. Now, we're not allowed weapons, right?
Oh, no, you are allowed weapons. You're allowed weapons. Nothing magical. So you can have like a standard great axe. Everybody's allowed one weapon, I will say.
How long would it take me to get to the harp?
You can be there right now. Like, you were literally brought up into the same area that it is. It is not. It was.
Okay.
It would have been like an action for you to get to it.
Okay. If I can use thaumaturgy to make my voice boom 3 times as loud, can I use thaumaturgy to make the harp play 3 times as loud?
Let me look up how
I'm not
thaumaturgy
playing
works.
A spell, if I'm just
Let me see.
bump the volume.
Bump up the volume. Bump up the volume.
You're gonna totally like metal music your harp. So like instead of like
normally thaumaturgy doesn't work that way, but I'm going to let you do it because it's the harp attuned to you, and it's such a specific like epic thing.
Okay, so I want to use that, and I'm gonna just play like a really loud, almost dissonant, like run of notes, and I'm then going to cast thaumaturgy again. And I'm going to make my voice loud, and I'm going to say, King Acostus, I believe I need to do something to open the games.
I want you to roll performance, and you have advantage.
Okay.
Yes, she does.
Get it, girl.
We are
Get it,
performance checking for one of the highest stakes we've had in the game so far.
I have advantage? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me get my numbers, but I think that might be. Hang on. I don't wanna lie. Yeah, that's a 29.
Yes.
You see, King Acostus, I have to do something to start the games, and there's like the whole crowd just sort of like murmurs and everything, like, "Oh shit, we missed something." Like the crowd just with your performance check and everything, and the harp, the crowd just immediately assumes that like that's the truth, that you have something prepared that's exciting. Yeah, and so they're all murmuring. King Acostus looks at you. You can see in his face this like, not like aggression, but like, oh, I didn't expect that. The kind of like vibe, like, oh, what is this going to be? And Valis looks at you.
Around comes around, bitch. You do that to your wife. You do that yourself. Ha!
Roll an insight check with advantage.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. And is he making eye contact with me?
Yes.
Okay. Insight check 24.
24.
Well, no.
Valis looks at you. And again, everything she does that's dramatic for most people is very small for her. But she gives you this little nod. This like double nod. Like, and you can tell like her entire body language is like, was like, we need you to fix this, but I think that you can. It's kind of like her what she's trying to convey to you right now. Like, you've got this.
Okay. So I want to make direct eye contact with Acostus, and I want to like basically give him that look that's like, I dare you to call my bluff in this arena right now. And then I'll just kind of shake it off and like start to play the harp, and I'm going to cast Control Weather, but I want to start like a hailstorm. Like I am pissed.
Okay, you could first of all, holy shit! But I want to make it clear. I don't know where you're going with this. I love this, but because I don't know where you're going with this, I want to explain. There's no way that people won't know that you're doing this. You know that, right?
That's fine.
Okay, so you do this, and I want you to describe the moment that you have felt most bitterly alone.
It probably would have been when I came back to my village, and it was just empty. And I knew that it was my home, but I didn't know. It was just me and a bunch of empty homes, and I didn't even know who I was looking for.
That loneliness, that frustration, that anger of just knowing something's wrong in a way that you can't even explain, but now you're just by yourself. All of that rippling through the clouds, Kyra just watching you sort of mystified, and just this hail begins to fall, and everybody's murmuring and sort of in wonder. It's cold, and it's like, it's pelting people, but like, it's not... Do you want it to pelt so hard that it hurts people? Like, what's the intensity you're going for here?
My intention is to basically kick up enough of like a hail snowstorm that like people can't even really appreciate the view.
Okay. As it's falling and everything, you see them all talking and everything, and like they're sort of confused, and some of them are like shouting joyfully, some of them are like kind of confused, like and like I didn't bring an umbrella, like kind of thing, and they're talking. And King Costas looks at you and just goes, and for a moment, just literally says without subtext, "What are you doing?"
Why I'm putting on a show.
What end?
I love her.
And I will hold my hands out, and I'm going to. Shit, hang on. Let me look at my spells real quick and make sure I have what I'm thinking of. Hang on. Yep.
While you're looking at that for a second,
I'm-
while you're looking at a second, Bulldog's gonna look at Kiki and go, "What is your friend doing?"
I have no idea what is happening.
All right, well, I
so
haven't
I'm
killed you
going
yet, so that's
to-
good. And he looks back at you. Go ahead, Callista.
I'm going to put my hands out. I'm going to clap them together, and I'm going to cast Misty Step. And I'm just going to move 60 feet toward the arena. And then I am going to cast invisibility. Oh, no, I have to cast invisibility first, and that's a concentration spell. So I'm actually going to use the harp to cast invisibility on myself. And then I will make my way by foot toward the arena.
I think if you use the harp to do that, doesn't that drop the control weather?
Oh, you're right. That is a concentration spell.
Mhm.
Shit.
So,
Dang it.
and I don't think the harp can sustain your concentration either. Like, so you can only concentrate on one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You have a plan
Okay,
here.
then
I'm
I
gonna
will just start making my way down, visible
With it-
and everything.
and Misty Step still.
No,
just walking?
I can't Misty Step without breaking concentration. I don't think.
Callista
Nice.
steps away.
I wanted to know if I can break away from the arena once the hailstorm started because no one can really see anything, right? With the hailstorm.
It's not completely blinded, but it's just very distracting and busy. But you could get away very easily. Like, I asked you if you were like letting them take you, because there is not a mundane employee in this building that could hold Krarin when Krarin doesn't want to be held. So
Yeah,
you can break out at any time.
Okay, so when that happens and whatever Cal is doing, I'd like to break away and head towards Kiki.
You head back on there. So Kraven running back towards Kiki as Callista steps away from the harp, and you still hear the harp playing all of her loneliness and anger, even as she steps away from it. And Callista just strides down. I would say there would be some steps that are typically closed off, but I think the guards would get that, like, you have this planned. So they open the gates for you, allowing you to step down, letting you onto the arena as well.
With all of this going on, could I just DM you a quick idea?
Yes, please.
So
As Bulbug just looks at you and goes, "All right, well, I can't take all three of you. I mean, I'd like to, but that's different. Don't remember me for that kind of humor, okay? Callista and Kraven, you guys can get there whenever you'd like, so you can pick up the narrative whenever you'd want."
Okay, I kind of want to see what Euphemian's doing because I feel like that might influence.
no, go ahead.
What? Oh no. Okay.
No.
So I'm gonna walk up to Acostus on the field, and I'm going to quietly say,
Acostus is not field. He's at the VIP booth with you.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so instead of toward the, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Instead of toward the arena, I want to make my way to the VIP booth.
Okay, so you walk over towards him. Yes. Okay, so you stride over towards him, with his eyes fixed on him as you move across, and he's looking at you like, okay. One second. So he looks at you as you walk over to him, and he just sees you stepping up from the harp, walking towards him, eyes fixed on him, and he just doesn't say anything as you move closer, and you would be within range.
Acostus, I have done everything in my power to pay you the respect that you deserve, despite the fact that you continuously undermine me and my companions. You know how important what we're doing is. You, more than anyone, should know how important what we're doing is. And to put us at risk like this, and to pit us against the natives like this, is completely unacceptable. How dare you do this? Call this off immediately. And I'm just going to start, like, I'm crying with anger at this point.
I want you to roll persuasion.
Okay.
when you say this, don't roll yet. When you say this, Valis turns and looks at Callista and then just looks at Acostus and she just goes, Acostus? And I want you to roll with advantage.
Okay. Persuasion, that is a 23.
Yes.
He looks at you, and he looks at Valis, and Valis looks at him, and she's just completely stone-faced. And he says, there needs to be a way to end this, then. Roll an insight check.
Okay, 14 plus 21.
21. What he's telling you subtly is, fine, we can call it off if you can find a way to end what's happening right now without either side looking bad in front of everybody.
Excellent. So I will step forward, and I will, if I cast Thaumaturgy, it's not a concentration spell, right? So it won't drop the weather?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So I will cast Thaumaturgy, and I will say, people of Mitros.
And they turn to look at you, and Bulbog looks at you, and all of a sudden, everybody, Kyra just looks, and she's just like been taking notes, just sort of watching. Go ahead.
And I will drop concentration on it and let the weather just return to normal, whatever it was that morning.
As it
Like to
clears
say
out to a
that
beautiful
at this
day.
point, I'd be right beside Kiki once you got there
Mhm.
and the weather dropped.
And I will say, surely one of the heroes of the Oracle is insufficient to entertain you. Why don't we offer you this? Find something for us to overcome together. Let us put on a show for you tomorrow, at the end of the games, perhaps? Why take out one of the best competitors at the beginning of the games? That's not fun. Where's the competition in that? Let us give you a epic closing ceremony where you can appreciate all of us. Perhaps Bulbug can join us. Really show everyone the best we all have to offer.
I take his hand at this point and pull it up. Well, can I? Wait, how tall is he?
He is like twice your height.
Sideways.
Like if you pull it up, you pull it up, and his arm is like this, like it's like this. And you pull it up, and he's like, okay.
Pull it up, Bulba. Come on, up.
I need you. Hold on, wait 1 second. Let me see something right here. Let me see something right here. Yeah, he tries to lift you. He almost lifts you up. Like if you don't stop, if you don't like fight back, he will literally lift you up.
Okay, as this is happening, as he almost lifts me up, I drop.
Okay, I was following your cue. I do not understand what's going on here. King Acostus looks at you and says, there needs to be a death as per the will of Sidon. I don't revel in that, but I acknowledge it. Do you promise us that? Do you swear an oath of a death at the sacrifice at the end of the Great Games?
We will pick up a bug and squish it.
I was thinking like a goat or a fish. Something we can eat. Or sorry, not a goat. Sorry.
Valis goes, Callista. And she looks at you, and you see her eyes are like, not telling you what to do, but like she's got the big sister vibes of like, you need to think harder than you've ever thought in your life about what your next words are. Is like the way she's looking at you right now.
I mean, he's not asking you for a specific athlete death. He just wants a death. Let's pick up a random bug or something. Whatever the pests are around here.
Well, the concern is that when he, without defining the terms of that death, he's going to make something even stupider.
Only thing happening right now is that Callie will swear an oath. For those of you that are new to the stream, the oaths and things that are defined as an oath or a vow in the setting of Thylia are woven into the universe. And breaking that vow would be significantly worse for Callista and everyone close to Callista than anything else happening here. If she makes that vow, she either needs to accept the epic punishment or be willing to go through hell to hold up that vow. That's what's causing the pause right now. This is not something she can take backsies later.
I will defiantly meet his eyes and I will say, I promise a death, I swear an oath.
You feel like this like golden energy like weave through you, and no one else would see it, but like you and Kyra and Valis and Kiki would see like this golden, for a moment, for just like a few like 3 or 4 seconds, you see. I mentioned before that Craven is affected by the strands of fate and the loom of fate. For a moment, you see these golden strands throughout Thylia, all of Callista's throughout Thylia, and then more just weave into your soul for a moment, and then wrench and tighten, and then fade. Your ability to see them fades away. And Acostus looks at you and goes, well, who am I to defy the heroes of Thylia? And that's where we're going to take our break for right now.
Fucking hate him. I fucking hate him. Fuck his wife.
How can we kill him? How can we kill him and make him a
Fuck the wife.
sacrifice?
Fuck. There's more ways to die than just death, fucker. I want to make his life a fucking living hell. Oh, I hate that guy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Reed, will you give us 15 minutes on the break timer? I'll see you guys very soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, see y'all in 15 minutes. I hate that guy so much.
Can they hear audio? Are we good?
Audio is... And we're back.
Hi, everybody. So that was a thing. What I told them on the break is I did not have a plan for how that scene would go, and I certainly didn't plan for that. We are back. Let me put on some music again. Is this what I want? Yeah, this is not the tone of a moment ago, but it's the tone now. Reed, does your audio pick that music for the streamers?
It should do.
Okay.
It's a little faint, maybe, but I'll bring it up a bit.
If you can hear this in the audience, let me know what color the music sounds like. That's how we'll test.
Oh.
Okay, Fatima can hear it. Well, Fatima's here the most, so I really only care what she thinks. Besides Tammy's mom. Tammy's mom can hear too. Okay. We're good. We come back. I want to skip ahead to the games, but also I feel like you guys deserve a moment to process that.
Oh, Cal, for sure.
Yeah. Basically what follows next, we're not resuming that exact second, but we're resuming like 5 or 6 minutes from now, when it's kind of been declared and made known that that this has been put off, but don't worry, we're still holding up the word of Sidon because Callista will make it sure it happens. And so there was like this whole thing of like, this fight was going to go for this many minutes and we were going to clean up this one. So there's like some real like scrambling to keep the show going, like shit with the attendees and everything right now. Like, oh, okay, we're doing people talking, and you guys have a few minutes of downtime before. There's enough, I'm not calling it chaos as much as just like hubbub. There's enough hubbub that you guys can kind of do what you want if you want to do something in the next 4 or 5 minutes, and then not moving in real time. This is not in real time, but the games will start like in 15-20 minutes. But you guys have a little bit if you want to say anything to each other or do anything.
I'm just going to sort of go to Callista and wrap an arm around her shoulder, be like, "Are you okay?"
You're muted.
I will be.
You were spectacular there.
Oh, thank you. Well, let's hope I can keep it up, shall we?
Not to try to make too much of a point of it, but we do have a Cerberus that is taking up room in a forge that perhaps could be an appropriate sacrifice.
Maybe we can get him here. We got a couple of days to figure it out.
It's a bit of logistics, but perhaps we can get some assistance from Valus.
It's worth a try.
Is Balrog and the participants together? Or are we all separate?
Bulbog's kind of like looking around. I would say right now, there might be like, I would say like between events, there's kind of like benches put out towards the walls of the Coliseum so that like champions and stuff can kind of sit down but still be in that area. And I would say Bulbog is sitting in on one of the benches, his axe on the ground, looking around at everybody and looking up at the sky. And just looking at everything, taking it all in kind of quietly.
Can I come up to him and say, Bulbog,
Yep.
you should never be forced to do anything, political or not.
Shouldn't. No.
That's what we're trying to change here. I hope you know that.
He shifts. That's me, not him. Or that's him, not me. And he goes, "You're really trying to change that?" You. And he points like this big fingers at you, and he goes, "You. Because I've heard you broken. I've heard you died like a lot, and I think they're lying.
No,
There's truth to
no.
lies.
no. That's
Oh.
100% true. I died numerous times, and if it weren't for my...
Oh,
Don't ever tell them I said this, but my friends, they, I wouldn't be able to do this without them. In fact, I don't think I do a lot at all, to be honest, but I'm just here as a big fuck you to Letheria, and I kind of like it. But enough about that. What I want, Cal would not make an oath unless she meant it. And
Yeah.
she won't, and I know her heart. At least I think I do. She wants the betterment for all the races. And I don't like how King Acostas tried to pit us against each other. We're not, that's not what we are. That's not who we are anymore. And we need you, people like you, to understand that. We can't keep going the same path.
There's a good kind of dumb. Because there are people like Acostus who's very, very smart. And he knows what he's doing. He's a smart man. I'm not going to say a lot of nice things about him, but I'm going to say a lot of true things. Do you want me to call you Cray or Crayrin? I don't want to get that wrong.
It doesn't matter. You know what's great are my friends. Call me Cray.
Cray. You are so dumb.
Yep.
That I had to explain to you that you had to kill me. I don't think that I would have had to explain it to anybody else in this place. I think they would have got it. That you wanted what you're talking about so much that you didn't get that I was about to die and that you were about to do it. Come here. Come here. Do you walk close to him?
Kind of sigh a little bit, and yeah.
He grabs your arm. His second you're within arm's length, he grabs your shoulder, pulls you in until you're like down, and he puts his forehead up against your forehead, so it's like just the two of you, and he goes,
"Yeah,
listen, the kind of dumb that you are is the kind of dumb that I want to be too. You need somebody, you call me. Listen to me. Right? You listening right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, are you good with the ladies?
No.
Oh, okay.
You listen right now.
Okay.
I am always going to be there to help you and these other heroes. And I will come running anytime that you ask. I swear that oath to you.
Wow.
And Kiki and anyone else that would be in tune would just see like this glittering gold happening over there, but they wouldn't really know why. And he goes, I have spent the last few weeks thinking that this was going to be the last hour of my life. I ain't got no problem with giving you the rest of them. However many they are, okay?
Wow. That, wow.
You're dumb and you break easy, and I admire that.
We're trying to make this world a better place, and we just need people like you. But no, for real, do you know anything about, ladies?
I mean, I get a lot. I get a lot of action, but I don't know if we're looking for the same people. But if you're trying to fuck, I can help you because there's not me. I am not into whatever you're giving. I'm talking about the taverns and stuff. I'll figure that out.
No, we'll have a chat about that kind of stuff later. But yeah, good luck in the games. Yeah, fist bump. Yeah, fist bump.
All right, fist bumps you.
Wow. Okay.
And he looks out, and he just sort of looks up at the sky. He goes, that's all. Kyra, Callista, you just hear, Callie? And Kyra just walks over. It's just like, in like all the hubbub, she's sort of just standing there looking at you in her goddess muse dress. And she walks over, and she takes your hand. You guys have slept together. She took you to a brothel. You took her to a brothel yesterday that ended in her very happy that you were in part of an orgy. And you guys have discussed sex. You've seen her kiss Crayorin. There's been a lot of energy around the two of you. Right now, she leans over and she kisses you on the forehead with the most sincere affection she has given you ever. And she looks at you and she says, "Thank you." And she lets go of your hand and goes to spend time with Valis. Is anybody else's action what they want to do before the games begin?
I would like to speak with Valis briefly.
When you walk over to her, she looks at you and she just, she doesn't tend to speak first, but she just sort of looks at you and just sort of is clearly sizing you up for whatever it is you're about to say. Please go on.
I believe that we have an appropriate challenge to fight for the final day for the closing ceremonies. However, with things being what they are right now, I believe we will need assistance in getting it retrieved. Would it be possible to accommodate this?
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Persuasion. It's 16.
She looks at you. Do you know that I protect this city by thinking of the things that others don't, including my husband? And that means knowing all of the details and asking the right questions. I don't barter or negotiate with people that put me in the position of not knowing everything that I'm agreeing to. And she pauses for a second, and she goes, "Tell my men that I approved whatever it is you need. I have business to attend to." And she just stands, and she just like walks away. She goes, "I have to talk to my husband."
Wow.
Probably the only blank check of any kind she's given anybody in centuries. Is there anything that anybody wants to do, Kiki? You can do a thing if you'd like.
You are smooth, Euphemian.
Are we together or are we still? I always keep asking
It's
this,
up to you
but
guys.
are we?
I don't see any logistical narrative importance in differentiating where you guys are. So you can be where you need to be for the sake of the story right now.
Can I go and hug Cal?
Yes, that is allowed.
I'd like to go up to her and you did good out there.
This might be the only time that Crayorin hugs Callista and she doesn't participate.
Emotions.
We got you, Cal. We'll figure this out. King Acostus did a dirty deed. I want him to pay. But you will always be our first.
I just don't want to see any of you die.
Just... we should have figured... I don't know.
I will now hug him back really hard.
I'll kiss her on her forehead. And be like, we got you.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
I am really trying to be stoic and impartial as the DM.
That's okay. You're channeling Kyra right now, I'm sure. Kyra's probably seeing this. Wherever she is, she's got eagle eye vision.
What Kyra's actually doing right now is she is legitimately somewhere else away from all of the chaos with scrolls, making sure that she wrote down every single thing, that every single incredible moment that just happened here. Because what matters to her right now is making sure that she got that completely right. Kiki, Tammy, she will want every ounce of the tea later. She will want every single detail later. You need to fill her in on the hot goss whenever she's not overwhelmed by documenting all of this. But right now, she is just sort of quietly making sure that she doesn't forget a verb or an adjective about what just happened. Kiki actually springs in. Is there anything that you want to do right now?
I want to go and sit beside Bullbug. I'll just kind of shove him with my shoulder. So, that was fun, huh?
I'm torn. I want you to, you know what, if you, so he goes, I'm torn. Because on the one hand, I didn't get to kill anybody. On the other hand, that was the best damn fight I've ever been in. And he shoves you back.
Well, something you need to know about us. We always have something up our sleeves, which is unexpected to everybody around us, as well as to ourselves.
Yeah, I got that part a lot.
But I'm glad I didn't have to kill you.
Wow! Oh, I respect you. If there's a way to find out who would have won, you tell me. I never have anything up my sleeves. I'm not smart enough to have it, and the tailors don't work with my arms. So, and he's got like big barrels of arms, like this minotaur, like the size of Crayorin, these arms. And he's like, yeah, I'm not smart, and the tailors won't do it. So, but you probably would have killed me. I don't know, but you made it this far. Look, I'm not gonna... Oh, hell, I was supposed to die an hour ago. I was serious about fucking, you know.
Yeah, and I was too about not.
What'd you say?
I was serious as well about not.
I respect you again. I gotta go hit the showers for several reasons. And he gets up and just lumbers away.
Because I wanted to get up and walk away from him first and snap my little booty short on my butt cheek at him.
You can do that if you want to. Sorry, you can do that if you want to. Okay, so you get up and what do you want to walk me through this? You like snap and yeah.
Yeah, so as I'm like when he finishes saying that, he says he's gotta go take a shower. I'll just kind of laugh, get up, and then as I'm walking away, I'll just kind of readjust my little booty short at my butt cheek and just kind of snap it. Kind of hoping he's looking, but and I'm just walking away.
Oh, he is. And he's like, and he just starts thinking, I am glad that I'm not in the running because I am not mentally here today. And he just... Does anyone have anything they want to do before I skip to the running?
No, not here. Yeah.
Nope, I'm okay. I think we just said we're all okay.
Oh, okay. Let me double check something on my notes. This is not where I thought this session would go.
We never ever bring the session anywhere where you think that we're gonna go.
What Kiki was telling Bulldbug is also very relevant to us.
Yeah.
Well, we're very unexpected to everything, including ourselves.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my girl away for 2 moments. I'm here, but I'm just gonna put my girl away because she wants to play. That is nothing sexual. I'm just saying to the viewers and the audience.
No, I'm just realizing Tammy's mom was there for that whole scene. We are fearless. Let me see. Okay.
I feel like if I ever get a chance to meet Tammy's mom, there'll be like no expectations at all. I'll be like, well, I swore in front of you many times and talked about sex, really.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, nice to meet you, for reals.
No worse than what she's heard come out of my mouth and conversations with Reed over the phone too, so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Any comment, Tammy's mom? Any comment at all?
Just so you know, if you're new in this chat, because I see a number of people, if you're new, this is the dialogue we have with everybody that's in the chat. So feel free to post.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna cut ahead. Let me see if I can get the. That was. Let me see. The weather's cleared. It was already clear, but it's fully like a warm, bright, shining day again. I would say that the markers have been set up and the sort of the powder has been laid for like showing the general outline of the running, because that is the first thing for the day. The people that would be there, let me make this. Euphemian is for Krarin for this. And let me write down my notes on who else is there, because I have them on one page. I would think better if I had them on a different one. What was it? So, right here you have, what was it? You have 3 other champions with you who are significantly more equipped for the challenges ahead than what you faced before, when you faced in previous racing challenges, Kyra excluded. Let me just pull up their stats real fast. As they're all coming, I'm going to say one by one the people come out. Let me find out what order you would come out in. Actually, Cray, since you are, given who you are, what order? There's 3 other people. Do you want to come out first, second, third, or fourth?
Why don't we roll like a D4 and see?
They're giving you decision because of who you are. Like whether you want to make the big entrance or whether you want to.
Oh hell no! I'll be fourth.
Okay. What was it? Let me see. I'm gonna write down some notes here. You'll be fourth. Okay. I forgot to figure out one thing real fast. I gotta adjust this just a moment.
Is this just the running that we're doing right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me look at this for just a second.
I'll just say that I've changed out of my boy shorts and I've gone back into my nice little pretty dress.
That's fantastic.
Since I wasn't doing anything after all.
I'm going to say when you come out in your nice dress, so you will have no way of knowing this at all, but elsewhere, Bulldbug would see you and just like go, she said no. That's fine. And let me check one last thing. Let me check. I apologize for this wait. Okay. So
I
as
think, oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, go ahead. No, I do not have a thing as much as you do. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that I'm looking. I think this is after the stream. I think 2 episodes ago or so. But I was telling you some of the extra notes that I have on here. So I'm
Mhm.
looking at some of the notes that I made just for Cray, and Cray has 0 charisma in big letters.
Wonderful. Okay, so the way that this is going to work is as you do this, I'm going to give you what was it? I'm going to give you a number of acrobatics checks, and I'm going to give them to everybody else in the arena. Everybody gets to roll them. Everyone rolls the checks one lap at a time, and if you succeed or fail, we'll write that down. At the end of it, everybody that has the ties for the highest number of successes will have their initiatives, roll for initiative, and see who wins amongst those. You may re-roll in any of these checks besides the last one. Rolling one of those checks represents pushing yourself further, and if you do that, you do have to roll against exhaustion, and if you get exhausted, that's disadvantage on everything going ahead. One by one, the people come out. Leyland comes out, this big, beautiful man who unfortunately very much knows it as he steps out. Hello, Mitros. Hello, yes, it's me. Don't worry, I've faced heroes before. As he comes up and gets in line. Patria, the tall, sort of quiet Amazonian woman that we discussed before, comes out and looks, acknowledges everybody, and gets into position. Pancras, the one that helped you before in your running, the beautiful man with white hair and golden skin, walks out, looks at all of you, and looks at everyone in the crowd, and then bows to them and gets in position. Craren, you're welcome to introduce yourself however you like, or just go into position.
Just go into position, but I want to look at my friends, try to find them in the crowd.
You would have, Euphemian, you would be allowed to be, I talked about the benches up against the walls. There would be like an area that's like cordoned off with like rope and stuff where like a lot of attendants are. You would be allowed to be like, like there's tracks as an oval. You'd be allowed to be in the oval with like 3 other people that are like there as the sponsors for other people.
Okay. So I'll just nod at Cray as he comes in.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that they're going to give me a sign as to when it's time for me to do my bit.
Yes. What was it? Yes. So they'll give you a sign. Cray, you come out, and Valis turns and with an amplified voice and says to Archimedes and Versi, do you judge these games to be worthy and meeting your standards for a fair competition that will honor the gods? And they both look at each other and they look at her and they both put their hands on the chest, they bow and they say, we do. And she goes, as per the rules, and she gestures to Euphemian and everybody else over there. As one by one, without any sort of, there's no ceremony to this, there's no structure for this part. As you see, like different people work their magics, and one of them works their magics and throws it out, like, and you see like, this bard just sort of like flings out these words to them, and people just say these things. You're welcome to do what you're going to do right now.
Okay, I will cast Longstrider on Cray.
Okay, and what is the exact, let me look up what Longstrider does on your sheet. Can you explain to me?
Speed increases by 10 feet until the spell ends. Last time that we did it, you said that was just a flat +2 to all rolls.
You know what's funny? I literally forgot that we did this before, and without any frame of reference, I thought to myself, well, I don't know how to translate that, so I'm just going to give a +2 to every roll. I'm consistent. That is incredible. I impress me, and I'm not too proud to admit it. The people line up. You hear all of the different people cheering for their favorites. There's a decent number for Cray, but they all have champions, and also Cray just refused to give them a kill at the start of the ceremony. So you have an equal split with everybody, which is not how it would have played out a bit ago. Valis basically, I would say she sort of stretches out and holds up like this illusionary, almost like a ribbon of different colors, and just getting ready like to give the signal to start. Everyone's quiet, and when she claps her hands, you hear like this massive clap echo through the whole arena, and all of the colors of this emanate out from the stands, and it begins, and they begin. Cray, I want to jump into roles, but is there anything that I need to know about chicanery that I should not just run this completely straight with you?
Step of the wind, baby.
Okay, let me see. If you use Step of the Wind, I'm going to allow you...
I think you said +2 last time, too, in addition to that.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So that's Step of the Wind +2, and I gave you Acrobatics, so that's a +11 to your rolls.
Hope I don't fail.
As you roll, I want you to roll your checks, and I'm going to roll for each of them.
So, do you want me just to do one by one, and then we'll see?
Yeah, we're going to do one lap at a time, so we're going to do everybody's results at a time.
Okay. So you let me know when.
Just roll right now. Let me know what it is. We're doing it all at once.
Oh, Tammy's mom, thank you.
The first number you're trying to hit, let me get this right. The first number you're trying to hit is 15.
What did I hit? I hit a 20. Plus
okay.
4. So 24.
Okay, what was it? Let me roll these ones. Wow.
Uh-oh.
You're fine.
Uh-oh.
I always say that sincerely.
I think we know each other very well by now.
As you're running with Step of the Wind and everything, you're putting your all in this, just moving along, and as you do, you look, everyone's watching you, and Kyra's like, and then, focused on this, and then you hear, this, directly from the side of you, you hear, ladies, and you see Leyland just running, and he's looking, and he's running, and he says ladies because he's looking, and right to the other side of you is Hatria. All of you neck and neck, and she's like, good running! And he just like charges through, and you see like just like a couple feet behind you, you see Pancras just completely focused, like he's the nicest guy, but like he gives it his all, and it's from no place of malice, just dedication, that his eyes are like, he looks like he's here to kill as he's running down all of this. They rolled a 20, and a 16. Every one of you got a success. And he's just like, lap 1 as you guys run through, and he's like, very good! The same thing again, but if you hit below a 16, then it's a failure.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me roll all of my rolls again while you announce. You feel free to announce yours.
Okay. Whew, I'm scared.
Um,
Oh! Let's
what'd you
see.
get?
13 plus 4 is 17. Oof.
13 plus 4 is a 17. Okay, give me 1 second.
Ooh.
I'm looking for a specific roll here on my records. Okay, let me look this way. This is not doing what I want to do.
Euphemian's probably like, oh, for God's sakes, I went and I like wasted my spell on this. At least, you die in battle, you die in game.
What was it? So you rolled a what was your total?
17.
Okay. I'm figuring out my numbers.
I mean, it's still a success.
It still looks success, but compared to everybody else.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, so you're running, and as you're running through, On the second lap as you're running around, Layla's just like, "This is very good form. You're doing very well." As he's at a what was your final number?
17.
Yeah, he's at a 20. He's like 6 inches ahead of you. Not enough that it means any difference, but it's obviously he's faster than you at this point. And he's just like, "Congratulations, I appreciate that. Not everybody." And he points back to Hatcher, who's starting to fall behind a little bit. She failed. She rolled a failure on hers. And he's like, "But keep trying." You see behind you.
You have longer legs.
And stronger too. They're better legs, but you're doing well. As you see Pancras catching up to you, he rolled a 17 and a success. It comes if you roll this one, if you and Leyland both roll successes, or no, what was it? If you and either Leyland or Pancras roll successes, then this will come down to a tiebreaker roll. As you're rolling 17 or above counts.
Okay, I'm scared, but okay. Acrobatic. Don't let me down, dice. Come on. Okay, 21 plus 4, 25.
Okay. Give me one more second.
Like wringing my hands.
Give me just one more moment. As you make it through, as you're running as fast as you can, what was your final total?
25.
Okay. As you run through with your final total, you start to pull ahead of Leyland, and as you're running, Allie, why are you covering the screen? You're muted. I don't know what you're saying though. Oh, someone's walking by, I'm guessing. So as you're running by, Leyland's just like, "I have to admit, you're very good." As he starts to sort of fall behind, and he goes, "Congratulations to you. Well, good luck on the next part. Good luck to the two of you." As he says to the two of you, you look back. When you look back, Hatria is just falling way behind. He's falling behind. He rolled a 9. Hatria rolled a 12. And you see just absolute look of like, I will rip the heart out of defeat in his eyes. You see Pancras catching up to you as he rolled a 24, bringing the two of you neck and neck into the tiebreaker roll.
Holy shit.
Whoever gets higher initiative wins. As you see him, before you roll, don't roll yet, as you see him running and just buckling and just tapping into like the sheer, like, this is, I do not fail here kind of like focus. I gave one little slight gift to each of them. His is that he gets +2 to his initiative. So this is an uphill roll for you. Feel free to roll now. Don't tell anybody what it is. I'll see it, but don't tell the audience or anything what it is until I have my number. What's yours?
Oh no!
13.
Yeah, so bad. Oh wait, I don't know if I can do the reroll on the initiative.
I didn't allow the reroll for the initiative because it was just for the successes. As you're rolling, as he's running, he runs past, making it up to you, looking, and you're running, and Leyland goes, "He's fast, he's small, but he's mighty." Just like sort of like immediately flipping to cheering you on as Pancras is running. Pancras barely gets ahead of you, just a few feet, and just gets ahead like less than a second ahead of you.
Aww.
To the point where there's like murmuring and confusion in the audience before Versi and Archimedes confer with each other. And I would keep you in suspense, except that Cray would know. And then they talk to Valis, and she just and does the prestidigitation, pulls up like the colors and flag of like Pancras, and you hear the audience lose their shit and everything. And then she just pulls up the pulls up. Claren, what would you say like your color? We're going retroactively. What would you say like your symbol or colors would have been in this moment?
Oh my god. Colors? Oh god. Wait, what colors is Cray in the thingy? Whatever his colors are in the
I have
as
you
his
as
artwork.
I have you as like purples and
brown.
Brown and green. I think works.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say brown and green. Which is there a design that you would have submitted?
Probably like a tree, forest, something like that.
Okay. He pulls it up. You hear the crowd go nuts, lose their shit. Pancras walks over to you and just... Very sorry about that.
Don't be sorry. That was a good... We should do this every day. Holy shit. This is fun.
I would very much like that. Can I get you some water?
Oh god, yeah. And we'll go for a drink after this.
I would like that. And Leyland just goes, yes, let's all get drinks. I know a bar where they will buy us drinks for days. And our pick of lovers. Will you join us? And Pancras goes, I think you're misreading things.
Yeah.
Hatria, with no, like, bitterness or anger or anything, or no, like, she runs, the second the race is over, she, like, breaks into, like, a walk, and just, like, bows to everybody, and just breathing heavily, just walks back to the locker room. She's not mad at you.
Can I do the whole entire, like, oh, yeah, like good,
Yeah.
You know?
She does, and she looks at you and she goes, thank you, you did. This was an honor. I don't feel any embarrassment about losing to someone like you, or him.
Wow. You're cool.
Okay. And she just, like, turns around. Oh, sorry, is there anything else you want to say?
No, I just want to say K, and then that's it. Cray doesn't know how to talk to women.
Yeah, and she just, like, and she just, like, walks away like, okay, that man got awkward. Men tend to get awkward. And she just, like, leaves. In the office, there's a moment when Idris Elba's character says, I'm aware of the effect that I have on women. I think Hatria is just the complete opposite, has no idea why things get awkward around her sometimes. But sometime later, with the stage set up, and Krayarin standing on the steps for silver for Cray, a bronze for Leyland, a silver for Krayarin, and a gold for Pancras. As the audience cheers, and Kyra's just throwing confetti in the air that she's bringing into existence in that moment.
Take the medal to Euphemian and say, I couldn't have done this without you, and then give it to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Euphemian. I don't think, I wouldn't have done anything, actually, in this whole entire time without you, so I wanted to say thank you, and I think this is the best way I can think of, so here.
Well, that's very kind, but you earned it. I'm only on the sidelines.
I try to put it on his neck anyways. I'm like really short, so probably have to climb him or something.
I think we established that Euphemian is the tallest of you all because he's average height for a human.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'm 5'8".
Yeah. Alright, so he's trying to put it on you right now.
I'll eventually capitulate.
This is when Kyra tells Callista, it's happening again. Yeah. This night, when this happens, what's up? This medal can be sold for 500 gold, or kept as a memento.
I gave it to Euphemian.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to also kind of like, I was hoping that actually Euphemian would bend over, like kind of get down to my level, and I can give him the medal, and I'll be like, I think I need help with women.
Oh my god, that is my favorite. Yes, that happened. We're putting that. We're going back to that. That happened.
Okay, because yeah, it's about time I actually tell him that I need help.
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't know what to say about that, but I promise to do whatever I can.
Wonderful. Ah, that
DM, real
is.
quick. Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Go ahead.
The outfit that the Amazon is wearing, does it bear any resemblance to the Amazon I saw in my vision when we drank from the horn?
It's obviously the same style, but there's no actual over. It's the same style to the point that she's obviously from the same place, but there's no connection to be gleaned otherwise.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
What was it? I'm putting up some notes here for the next one. We have the Nightfall, and there would basically be the parties, and Leyland was right, and Pancras was right. If you wanted to go to a bar, Pancras was right that he was very sincere about buying you drinks. Leyland was right because you could absolutely go have all drinks bought for you all night and then get laid. That is also aggressively on the table. You guys can do the evening of the party and do anything you want within the city. That is allowed. Or we can skip ahead to the next day. I have no preference, so I need you guys to tell me what you want to do on that.
You can get laid, Cray. You don't need skill. You don't need to get anyone.
No.
You
Cray.
want a race. That's
Cray.
your...
No, I think Cray would be he'd make, actually, Euphemian, the guys kind of asked me to go to the pub and, you're all good with women and stuff and talking. Would you come with me and just, be my, I don't know, I don't want to be a wingman or nothing like that. I don't want to, I just need somebody to talk to. Yeah, just need a man, have a chat. Would you come with me?
I will come. Not too much drinking. I'm still feeling the effects from last night.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk to you about that, too. So, yeah.
Talk about what?
And I just have a chat with him about some stuff, and I ask him, and I tell him, so you use tongue, hey?
I mean, it's generally acceptable. Because,
Okay.
Euphemian still doesn't know that Krayerin knows.
If you want
yeah.
to roll an insight check against Cray, you can.
You could,
I do
you
not.
I don't think you have the passive insight to get that Krayerin is you do not have the passive insight to get that Krayerin's hinting at something now.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, so, that's how it works, right? Okay, I talked to this Amazon woman and I said, good job, good, because that's what you do, and then I told her she was cool, and then she walked off like I was a dumbass. I don't know, women are weird.
Okay, I mean, there's nothing necessarily wrong with, okay, you're cool, but generally you want to try to lead into conversation from that point. Just being, you're a nice person, is not a conversation starter.
Are the other two in there? Are the other guys at the bar? Is just me and him just talking?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were at the bar.
No, I don't know. I'm just asking. Are we? Euphemian, are we walking? Are we with the bar? Are we with the other
Where
two?
do you guys want to be? Because I have ideas for what I would bring to this scene, depending on what the scene is. But I'm letting you guys decide where this is right now.
At this point, I was assuming that we would be sort of on our way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Leyland was saying that this bar you could get drinks bought for you, and then...
I mean, any bar you can
you
get drinks bought for you
want-
if you play it right, but...
yeah, no, that's never happened. I have no idea.
Oh, my
Usually
dear boy.
Yeah. See? I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want to be all over the women and have the women all over me. I just have I just want to I just want to have like a relationship. I want, you know, let just take it easy and slow, because I don't know anything about any of that. You know, I mean, yeah, I'm big and tough and stuff in certain circles. Certain circles, I can be tough.
Okay. So if we're going with this, then, let's try to drop pretense. Let's imagine that you want to say the thing that you mean to say.
Acostus is a dick.
Okay, but that's not likely to lead to much conversation. At least not the kind of conversation that you're likely to end up in a romantic relationship about. Unless, of course,
okay.
you found someone who's particularly politically minded, and in which case that might be a thing. But for the moment, let's just do some role play here. I will say.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now pretend. I'm going to cast disguise self. I'm going to turn myself into a beautiful woman.
Ray gets immediately tongue-tied.
It's just me. I talk like myself, so.
Wow, this is giving me a lot of interesting feelings and emotions right now. Wow.
Somewhere out there, Kyra just becomes, through godlike ability, through her goddess muse abilities, aware that the greatest fan fiction ever just happened and she missed it. Please continue.
Okay, so I can't. Can I like close my eyes or something, because I can't do this? You're too pretty.
Well, thank you. What? All right, let's go back. I'll cancel disguise stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean,
this
like.
is the same session as the bullbug thing. Please continue.
Oh, I mean, okay. So you're a chick, and I'm like, hey.
Hello. My name is Sylvia. How do you do?
Hi, Sylvia. I'm Cray. God, this is hard.
Just try not to end any sentence with something that can't be built upon. You see?
If you are watching and you do fan art, reach out to me about commissioning this scene. Please continue.
Nice night. Lots of partying.
Yes, do you like to party?
Oh, God, no. You see that person he's peeing in the street right now.
Okay. Let me stop you right there.
But there's a
Urination is a hard no. At least until the third date.
I think, you know what? Why don't we go to the pub? You can drink, and I'll just watch you work. Okay? I learn better through visual. Do you mind? Is it okay? I just want to see how you start conversations. Because that's hard, man.
All right, try not to be creepy and on the side. So that may be a bit off-putting.
Okay, try not to be creepy.
Are you guys going to the bar now? You guys,
Yes.
is it going to be like the seedy, like the sort of seedy dockside bar? Or is it going to be like the sort of extravagant, decadent bar?
Decadent.
The one that Leyland said.
So you guys get in there, and you walk in and you see like all of you smell like the incense and the perfume. You see like the mood lighting with the candles, and you see like all of the pillows and everything, satin pillows, and like the lounging areas, and people that are drinking wine and grapes, people that are getting massaged, and you see all these rooms that are very closed for privacy purposes. And you walk in, and Leyland's there. It's kind of a. People treat it like the other bar, because like you can get wine there, you can get food there, you can get whatever you want there, but you kind of go there to sort of like just lounge and feel good. But
Ray has no experience in that. His type of bar is where you go and fight.
Yeah, that's what I said. The other one was the seedy dock bar. You guys said this one. So you come in there. You guys walk in after Euphemian has explained, or Cray has said that watching Euphemian. This woman walks over to Euphemian, and she goes, "Aren't you one of the 4 heroes of Thylia?"
I am.
I
And
don't
of course
usually
this
do
is
this.
Crayorin.
Nice to meet you. I don't really usually do this, but my husband and I were really impressed by what you did. And she signals to like this guy who's like sitting over there, like watching. He sort of leans back and looks at you, and she gives you like this raised eyebrow of like, "Are we good to go here?"
What does that mean?
I'm going to subtly... She's interested. So, I...
Call me ambitious, but I already rented a room. We did.
Oh boy,
Oh my.
that was fast.
When you know what you want, you take it.
I did not learn a thing. I don't think I learned anything. I don't understand how that worked.
And then she goes, "Do you agree, Euphemian?" And her husband sort of gets up and walks over and
Yeah,
holds
Euphemian,
his hand out to you.
go! Have a great time! Holy shit, I didn't learn anything. Go, Euphemian, you are so slick. You are slick. Go. I'll go chill out with Leyland.
You certainly
Have a
don't want
great
to
time.
join.
Oh, God, I need to learn more. What the fuck happened?
Leads, are you good with them leading you away?
Yes.
This husband and wife leaves you away. Absolute cinematic parallels to the first session if you guys ever watch it.
I am literally going to like walk out of the bar and look at my notes where I was literally gonna write something and I have nothing because all of a sudden something happened and I'm just like, oh, so I'm trying to write notes and there's nothing, like literally nothing on my book.
You're out there. I would say Pancras. You hear Pancras's voice, and he goes, "Do you mean to be out here?" And you turn around, and he's walking out of the out of this bardello, as I saw in the chat. Let's read. He walks out,
You know,
he looks
I
at you.
don't. No, I don't know. You know, I don't know.
What do you?
I'm very confused about life.
You seem to have a lot put on your shoulders.
No, I'm trying to learn how to speak with women, and then my guide is all of a sudden being laid right now, as far as I know.
Oh, he's very good then, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, like literally, I don't know what happened, and he was gone, and I was trying to take notes. And so I was just gonna go and, I don't know, walk. It's a beautiful city.
Do you want to walk, or do you want some help with women?
Both. Oh my God, they're weird.
And he sort of leans up against the door, or against those next to the door, and he goes, "Which one do you want to do right now?"
Like, are you talking about doing women or walking? Because I don't want to do anything right now because, well, women, because I don't know left from right to up and down right now. Jeez, can we walk and talk?
I don't. Okay. And he just walks over and he goes, "I've visited this city a few times, but I don't think that I know the layout of it well enough." And he looks at you sort of meaningfully.
Yeah, I know this city pretty well. We'll go walk to the gardens or something. I don't know. Figure it out.
So you have something to offer right now, and you're offering it.
What?
Good, that's step one.
Oh!
And he
Holy
sort of
shit!
walks with you, yeah.
That's way better than what Euphemian was telling. Okay. Offer something. Okay, I'm writing it down. Thank you so much.
You have a lot of gifts, and a lot of them are on display out there. Think about the other ones that you have too.
I don't know, I'm crass.
You're honest.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like honesty.
A lot of people search the world for it. And he goes, so the gardens, I think I know where those ones are actually. Shall we?
Sure.
Alright. And he walks along and he just, women, as he walks off, you just hear him like sort of talking as he walks, away from the camera kind of thing. He's like, women like honesty and vulnerability and respect. And being honest with them is a form of respect. You've got a lot to offer, even if it's crass. What would Kiki and Callista be doing right now? You guys, it's either of you. I'm gonna get to both of you, but either one of you can volunteer to go first.
I'd say probably find something for the girls to do that is a little indulgent.
Bullbog.
No!
Well, yeah, which brings me to my question: what is indulgent? Because you gotta get specific in Mitros when you're an Olympian.
Okay, Kiki would think, like relaxing, maybe like a spa again, maybe food, maybe some drink, some wine, stuff like that.
Yeah, food, drinks, wine. You can get that at the gardens, probably. Well, no, the gardens are peaceful. You'd be able to get them at the spa, at the baths. Oh my gosh, you can get these at the baths. You can get these at the palace. You can get these at that same tavern, Bardello. Also, if you want really good wine, and I'm not just saying this, it's generally canon, the Temple of Lutheria is actually one of the best. Is one of the best suppliers of wine in the city. You got your options. I'm not going to nudge you towards any of it.
Well, I'll be basically up for if Kyra has any suggestions.
Is it
I'm gonna go with it.
Is it you and Kyra and Callista, or what's? I forgot the matchup.
I was assuming us girls, so.
Okay, yeah, okay. So Kyra would just be like, okay, well, honestly, if we want the best wine, we go to the temple, and I don't want you to miss out on good wine, even if. But the baths are nice. I'm not sick of the baths, but honestly, I don't think I should make that choice right now. She turns and looks at Callista.
Mm.
Well, I kind of wanted to do something a little quiet. That's so nice.
The baths aren't quiet. And she sort of smiles and goes, but I think they owe me a favor. I think at this point she would just sort of like open her arms, like, that sort of like, shall we then? If you guys, what was that?
It's a Wizard of Oz style.
Yeah. As she like leads you guys would get to the baths, and she looks at you both and goes, okay, I can only do one, hot or cold. And she doesn't explain this to Callista, but like Callista probably would have known this because Callista's had a lot of the finer things in life. But like Kyra, because of where you've been before. Like there's two major bathing areas, and one is like scaldingly invigorating, and one of them is chillingly bracing. So like, and she's asking which one you'd prefer right now because she's asking a favor, but like she's going to have everybody kicked out of one of those, so you guys have the baths to yourselves.
Which one do you feel like, Cal?
I never get to pick. I don't know, maybe hot.
Okay.
Let's do the hot one.
And she walks over. Says something to. She walks over to one of the managers, and she goes, "Hey," and he looks at her and goes, "Hello," and she goes, "Remember how like I wrote down some things that I saw, and then I decided that it would just be like better if it was in my own personal documents than like published?" And he sort of, and she goes, "The steam room. He goes, okay. And he just goes in and clears out the steam room. Minutes later, it's just you guys, and you see like lots of trays of delicious decadent food that are completely abandoned, that are meant for like 20 people and stuff. And you see like all of these like towels and robes and just complete like spa day treatment, all completely just abandoned and left unattended in this giant room area with the steam. And Kyra goes, oh, good, we're alone. Just takes off her dress and just lays it down on the side and just walks in and sits down in the bathroom. Oh, this has been a day.
I'll do the same.
Yeah. Callista?
Nothing stopping me.
All right, you guys get in there. She goes, listen, just off the record, and I don't do that a lot. How stressed was everybody today?
Honestly, quite a bit.
Yeah, I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I was maybe a 13.
That's fair. Kara, do you think you could, or sorry, she goes, Kiki, do you think you could have taken the bullbug?
Well, I was going to be hoping and praying quite hard. But I knew Cray wouldn't have a chance.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I was also hoping I wouldn't have to.
And she goes, sometimes it's, she goes, I think that, like, I want to know everything.
He could have sat on you.
What'd you say?
I'm saying to Jen, he could have sat on you.
And Kyra goes, I make notes about everything, and I don't think I've missed a detail. She's missed a lot of details when she wasn't around. But she goes, I don't think I've missed a detail, but honestly, I think I'm just really happy having no idea who would have won that fight. And I don't think I want to know. Let's just enjoy a good day. Yeah. Just lays back. We're coming to a close at this point. Is there anything that you guys want, that the two of you want to do before I close out here?
Not me. Kiki's just going to enjoy herself. Going to get up and go picking at the different plates and stuff. Make myself a little plate, kind of like treat it like a buffet.
Wonderful. Callie, anything for you?
I think at some point, maybe on the walk back, or I don't know, maybe while Kiki's grabbing food, I would just kind of pull Kyra to the side and I would just be like, I'm trying to hold up my end here. I hope I'm not embarrassing you.
Only in that you're doing the things I never could. And she reaches under the water and just squeezes your hand underneath, like finds one of your hands under the water, just squeezes your hand for a minute, and then just lets go. And then just very deliberately leans back and sighs. Her body language and everything, she's aware that you, like, this isn't your full dynamic, but like aware that like you kind of look up to her in like a way. And so she's very kind of like body language signaling that like, and now we're just gonna fucking enjoy the night. It's like where she's just like, lean back. Doing this?
I think we need to.
Yeah. Callista and Kyra have a nice steam. Kiki having the private feast that she deserves. Krayerin spending time with a genuinely nice person, exchanging tips in the garden. Euphemian celebrating in that distinctive way that for which Euphemian was known before this all began. And with no ominous fortune. What's up? Sorry? Go ahead.
I just want to add there. Mm-hmm. For some reason, it's just not the same. It just hits different.
Wow, that's interesting, Euphemian.
All the emotions.
Wow.
And
all the sex.
For the first time in a while, no foreshadowing of ominous things to come, but a day where things went right and where an evening is pleasant, even if some of us have things to think about, apparently, Euphemian. And that is where we'll end this session for this week.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So fun. Holy shit. Oh my god, guys. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. That was honestly, I think across the board, I think that was the best role playing from like all four of you. That was incredible.
It was like boom, boom. You know, like wow, that's nuts. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Wow, that was fun. That was amazing.
If you guys are in the chat, thank you for watching.
Thank you so much.
We got a decent number of viewers, and I'm happy, not for the viewer number per se, but just that this was. If I got to pick a session that people saw, this was. You guys were. If you're seeing in the chat, there's a link for our Discord. Please join the Discord. We'd love to chat. All of the people in this screen right now are in there all the time. We'd love to see you. We're every Monday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. If we can go longer, we'll give advance notice. Thank you. Thank you, Rebel Chief. Thank you, Tammy's mom. Thank you, Fatima. All of you. And these wonderful players can get to say whatever they want.
Thank you so much, guys. Love it. Thank you. Thank you for being part of this journey. Thank you.
Good night. Reed, you're welcome to take us out whenever you'd like.
All right. Good night.
Good night, everyone.